Okay, gang, let's take a look at question number 2 now. And question number 2 tells us that Lisa sold 81 magazine subscriptions, and that represents 27% of her class's fundraising goal. The question is, how many magazine subscriptions does her class hope to sell? Well, what is the information that I have in the problem? I have here that 81 magazine subscriptions is 27%. Notice that every time that I have an is, I'm writing an equal sign. The question is, what is the total, or what is 100%? If I wanted to, I could set this up as a between ratio problem again. 81 magazines over some unknown total is 27%, or 27 out of 100. But this seems like kind of a tricky between ratio to figure out, so instead what I'm going to use is another method that we know called a ratio table. So here I've got magazines and percent. And it doesn't matter in a ratio table which you put on top. It really doesn't. So if I know that 81 magazines equals 27%, I'm trying to figure out how many magazines is 100%. But if I look at 81 and 27, I know there's a relationship there. I'm going to know some mental math facts, and I'm going to know that, they've got a common factor. And I might think to myself, I know one of their common factors is definitely 9. So if I divided these by 9, 81 divided by 9 is 9, and 27 divided by 9 is 3. So I can say that, well, then 9 magazine subscriptions would equal 3% of the total. But I know something else about 9 and 3. They have another common factor, and that's 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3, and obviously 3 divided by 3 is 1, which means that 1% of the goal is 3 magazines. Everybody hopefully can now make the jump from 1% to 100%. I'm just multiplying by 100. I don't even need this extra part. 1 times 100 is 100. 3 times 100 is 300. So if 1% is 3 magazines, then 100%, or the goal, is 300. Over here, if 81 magazines represents 27%, then 300 magazines equals 100%. And I actually could have figured that out also in the between ratio, because 27 times 3 is 81, and 100 times 3 is 300. Okay? The tricky part here with these questions is trying to figure out, what do you know? Do you know the part, the whole, or the percent? If you can do that, you can do any percent problems.